Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, your fun fishing adventures live stream. My name is Scotty. We're going to try to carp fish a different spot on the big river. You see all the fish out there going nuts? That's crazy. And it's a bunch of minnows. I was just down there looking at them. Man, that's a bunch of minnows having a field day out there. Got 2 thumbs up, 1 person in. I don't really like my camera angle. I mean, it is a nice view, but I got the sun behind me, and it's really hard to see anything. But if I stand here, my big head, cast a shadow, I can at least see the chat. So thank you guys for coming back in. Hopefully we'll catch us a carp in this spot. Hey, how you doing there, Shane? Good to see you. We're carp fishing down here today. We tried Leadwood Access, didn't have any luck. So I came down to the bone hole. And there's tons of little minnows down there eating on some bait that fell off my bait holder when I tossed it out. The minnows are enjoying it. They're eating the crap out of it. Not what your carp would eat it. So the area I wanted to fish is straight ahead, but I did not take in consideration that bunch of water that I had to cross to get over there to walk across that the little spillway. So we ended up staying on this side of the river, but maybe we'll do some good. It's nice and wide. The carp might be up here moving around too. I threw upriver so the scent will kind of flow down. I think we'll catch a carp here. We know there's a ton of minnows. If I ever put a minnow trap out, I know to put my bait in that minnow trap. That's for sure. Get you guys on all chat, which I forgot to do earlier. There we go. We should be rocking it now. We got 10 awesome people in. 3 thumbs up. Thank you guys for coming in. We got to give these baits a little while for the fish to find it. And we're going to catch us some carp. At least that's the plan. I at least want 1 carp. I'll take a catfish or a bluegill, whichever decides to bite. It's really a beautiful spot here. I wish we could fish this at night, but unfortunately this park closes at dark. It is a public spot. Almost every place I fish is public. So I'm not hiding where I'm at to anybody. If they want to know, ask, I'll tell them. Because either the fish are going to be here or they're not. Oh, really? Where are these people coming from? I got somebody stinking canoes coming down the river, and they're going to want to get out right here where my lines are at. I really can't believe it. It's my luck. Maybe they'll just keep going over the little waterfall here, and I don't have to worry about it. So as I was leaving the other spot, I seen a snake cruising across the top of the water. I mean, he was flying. He was putting a good little wake off. I'm like, yeah, that's a poisonous snake there. He's swimming on the top. We got 4 likes. Thank you, guys. Probably going to have to reel these rods in here in a minute so these people can get their kayak out. I had no idea they was on the river, but it's whatever. Don't make me happy none. I'll tell you that much. How am I supposed to catch fish if I can't keep baits in the water? Oh well, crap happens. We know carp don't happen, but crap happens. Oh, let me reel this line in so I'm not in their way.
Catch anything?
Nope. Just got down here and got set up.
Oh, and I'm fucking it. We're messing y'all up.
That's I didn't know anybody was out on the river. So.
It's all right. Ain't nobody on the river. Just us. Just us. We didn't see that one person.
All right, there you go. You're good. I'm out of your way.
We'll be out of your way in 1 second. Oh, wrong way. What am I doing? I'm good. When my shoes won't get wet? Is that possible? Thank you. Yeah, that's good. You got water shoes on.
I think you haven't been in the water quite a bit.
No, wait.
You gotta do that.
Guys, it's not down here. Pull them halfway up.
Yeah. I got nothing to do.
Gotta walk up there. I'll walk up there.
All right, guys, we're back. Maria, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. No, I'm not in Oklahoma City. I'm in Missouri, so I don't really know any place about that or anything about that place. Sorry, though. If I did, I'd be more than happy to help you out. We got 15 awesome people in. Thank you, guys. Didn't really plan on having to pull my rods in. I just literally got them out maybe less than 10 minutes ago. But when people come through, they got to use a ramp. I don't know what you said, Maria, but thank you very much for coming in. Oh, look at that bass chasing them minnows. That was kind of cool. Yep, round 2 hunting and stuff. New spot. I wanted to fish down there, but unfortunately, I have that to cross, and I didn't think anything about it. And my boots would just get soaking wet if I tried to go across it. But this is the last thing that's really in the way for a long, long ways. So that part of the river is loaded with fish that can go up and down the river pretty much freely. So the stretch I was at was actually upriver from where I'm at. So this hole I'm fishing now, I'll kind of show you guys, is a lot wider. It's deeper. And it's kind of jerking the camera around a little bit. But I've seen carp over here too. So I figured why not try over here. Never tried to carp fish here. It'd be a good spot, I think. I know there's tons of minnows, smallmouth bass are in here. I'm sure catfish are up here somewhere. Just not where I fish. So hopefully 20 to 30 minutes with that bait in the water, we'll get some bites. $15 people still in. 8 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Do you want to see something fun? I'll show you something fun. Talking about a good spot to throw a cast net in. I'm going to throw this over here so I'm not like throwing it in the area that I'm fishing.
Oh, yeah, we did it before.
You're going to see all them little minnows and stuff going nuts where I just threw that stuff out. Sorry, they're loading up kayaks behind me. I flung a little bit of bait out there earlier, and some of the pack bait fell off, and the minnows just went nuts. You see all them little blips? That's all minnows out there chewing on that bait. Catfish usually go where their cruise. Right, but I'm carp fishing today, not catfishing. Normally I'm catfishing, just doing something different. I've never caught a catfish out here. I've seen a catfish caught. I've heard a flathead being caught out here, but I've never had any luck with them. But down there, I think would be like an awesome spot. So like right down there, I think it would be an awesome spot to catch some catfish along that bluff. And I can actually move closer to the camera, to the rods now, because the sun's kind of behind the clouds and almost down below the tree line. The sun was pretty much in my eyes earlier, so I couldn't do a whole heck of a lot. Couldn't read the chat, so it wasn't no sense in being down in the sun. So we're going to give this spot an hour. We'll see what we can do. Then I have to go home and pack for my trip this week. We'll be going to Kentucky. We're going to do some carp fishing, white bass fishing, skipjack fishing. I'm sure we'll do some catfishing. And see what else we can find while we're out. All right, how you doing?
Good. I'm gonna wait. I'm not good to go.
Oh, you're good. I'm doing a live stream, but you're good to go.
Good luck, brother.
All right, thank you. There's a little bit of flow going through here. Not a ton, but some. So that's what matters. See this guy over here, he's going down there where I wanted to fish. He's a bass fisherman now. He's going after the smallmouth. There's a good smallmouth population in this river. Not too many big ones, but I've caught some nice ones out of here. We'll kind of watch him at the same time. At least there's some other action. Maybe he'll hook up. You can still see my rods and you can watch him. Hopefully he catches something, because I think that'd be a killer spot. It's not super deep, but there's a lot of current and some structure right there. Well, you guys ain't chatting very much, but that's okay. Turn this just a hair so I can see. That's better. Well, hey, welcome back in there. I haven't read your email yet, but I did get it. So the spot I wanted to fish, because I know you just came in, was down there below where this guy is. Hey, PA Outdoors. Welcome in. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while either. Nice to have you in. Thank you for stopping by. So that's the spot down below this where he's standing is where I wanted to fish. But there's all kinds of water here, and I got boots on, and my boots just would have got soaked. Yeah, I'm about 8 or 10 miles away from home. So it's not too far. You know me, I'm normally 45 minutes away from home. I think 45 minutes is pretty much average. Sometimes I'll be an hour, hour and a half away. But I don't really have too many good places close to me to fish. So I have to go make a little trip to get somewhere. I did add some strawberry Kool-Aid and some more garlic and some more onion powder to my mix. I know people are like, well, maybe that's too much. Well, I was using hot sauce and hamburger buns the other day because I ran out of pack bait and I was still tearing them up. Oh, we're in the same boat there, PA. We got a little bit of rain, the first rain we had in almost 2 months. It did absolutely nothing. The ground just soaked it up. There's a bunch of storms getting ready to go through the Ohio Valley, which should be good for Barkley Lake and Kentucky Lake, stuff like that. But yeah, that was quite a day. I mean, I was about ready to start using crackers because that's about the only thing I had left. They didn't like the rye bread though, but they seemed like the hamburger with the hot sauce, and I had garlic powder on it. I know, goofy enough, but it worked. And if anybody would like to watch that live, I think it was on a Wednesday, like a week and a half ago. Matter of fact, I need to go in there and change the title on that so people know the right video. Oh yeah, it didn't take them no time with that hot sauce. I really didn't think they'd like that hot sauce. But I was like, what the hell? Why not try it? I think they were just so tuned up. I had so much bait in the water and they were there that they were going to bite on anything. I'm going to get a drink really quick. I'm landing on my truck so I don't have to go very far. I'll be right back. Watch those rods. Don't let them go in the water. We've already almost lost 2 rods in the past couple weeks. Rustic was nice enough to make a short for me of that rod going in the water. And it got over 16,000 views. It finally died. But that was a pretty good video. That was a pretty good short. It was really kind of funny. The only thing I wish I'd have dove for my rod. That would have made it like 10 times better. But I did have to run in the water after my rod. I did get it, and I did catch the fish. Why ain't nobody talking? Is my chat broke? Or is just nobody talking? There's nobody talking. All right, fair enough. I can talk about nonsense for the rest of the live, so y'all better start talking. You don't want to hear me just rattle on. Yeah, it is. It's quiet chat this time. It was rolling pretty good earlier. Tell you what, the other day we had like 130 people in chat. I was like, I couldn't keep up with it. But it is kind of early still. I mean, compared to what I've been doing, I've been either doing early morning lives or it's been in the evening, and it's been a pretty good amount of people in the chat. But it's kind of off the wall time for me. But we got 23 people in here right now, so that's pretty awesome. Now hopefully we can catch at least one carp so everybody can see there's fish in here. Plus it proves to me that they're here. Try below Fredericktown Lake? I can try that. They say there's no carp in Fredericktown Lake. That don't mean they're not in the river though. Thanks, Shane. Everybody, that's my fishing buddy Shane. He don't get to fish with me very often anymore, but he's still my brother from another mother. So hopefully within this next week, I'm going to order my new catfish rods. We're going with Rip and Lips rods. So it'd be pretty cool. You're in West Memphis. Well, I'll be in Kentucky Wednesday. Maybe Thursday morning. Wednesday night or Thursday morning, I'm heading out. Yeah, that's my buddy Shane. Hey, Mike, that's Shane. Shane, that's Mike. Just so y'all know each other now. Mike's also known as Squishmallow. So if you'll all like to call him Squishmallow, he's happy with it. He's good with it. Of course, I think that's probably just my nickname for him. Oh, I wish she was out here with me. So I sure miss the good times we used to have when we got together and fished. And guys, I got 40 more pounds of lead today. I'm going to get back to making some more jigs, some split shots. Kind of really been slacking lately. I just haven't had time. There's a nice bass swimming along the bank. Looks like a largemouth. Might have been a smallie. Yeah, it's like when your wife meets your girlfriend. You'll be all right, Mikey.
He was okay.
Hopefully, them fish get in here pretty soon to start to bite. They only got another 30 minutes or so. Maybe 45 if I feel really good. Then I have to get out of here and go pack. I guess I should take another cooler if I get on some skipjack. But I'm not after a whole lot of skipjack. I'm just after some. And you keep seeing these fish jump up here. It's bass going after those minnows. Hey, Stacy, welcome in. Good to see you. Great looking spot. This could be a great spot if I ever catch any fish out of it. Now there's some good crappie here sometimes. Sometimes there is some good crappie here. When I got down here, there was nobody here. Now there's people pulling up left and right. Tell you, that looks like a great smallmouth spot. You ever done any good there?
I caught the biggest I caught right there was 18. My buddy over here's caught a 22 inch right there. We caught a lot of fish right on the spot.
Yeah, I mean that looks
right
like
where
it.
that current comes in.
Yeah,
right there.
that looks like it'd be just an awesome
I
spot.
caught
to
them on
catch them.
spinner baits, hellgrammites, just about everything. This whole stretch from here to where it kind of skinnies up a little bit, like if you go in the water down to the left, there's a sandbank right there, and then it gets really skinny and there's some rapids. From here to there, we've had really good luck.
Yeah, I didn't. I kind of like went across and I went to that first sandbank.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how.
You see the sandbank that was like past that one?
Yeah.
So right to the left of that, it gets really skinny and it gets really like rapidy. And there's a deep pool there. I caught an 18-inch there. That whole bank along the along that cliff right there, caught a lot of fish there. That pool's deep. It's like 14 foot.
Yeah, I didn't know how far you could actually get out and wade around it. I didn't go too far.
You see where that grass point on the right side?
Yeah.
We've gone a little bit past that, but after that, it gets like 10, 12 foot.
It drops off pretty quick.
It gets deep.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could get around that other sandbank. Or not.
If you hug the coast, you can, but it still gets about 5. So you might have to swim a little bit.
Right.
I've gone on a kayak over it and I've just fished the shit out of that rock wall and had really good luck. Dude.
Yeah, and I've tried to catch catfish out of here. I didn't have no luck with catfish.
Guy was telling us, so we fish here, Leadwood, and Mounts. The guy at Leadwood was saying right past the bridge here, he caught like a fucking 22-pound. I want to say blue. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I ain't no blue cat in here.
No, he said it was
It's probably a big
channel.
male cat channel.
Yeah,
probably.
He said it was a catfish. I just don't remember which one he said. This is like a year ago. But he said, yeah, he caught a 20-plus pounder right off that cliff. So it gets deep as shit in there. If you can get over there, it's good fishing.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I'm like, man, that just looks like it'd be primary.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. That's why we come here. I mean, fuck, this is between here, Mounts, and Leadwood. We come here the most.
Yeah, I've caught several smallmouth at Leadwood.
Yeah. I just came from Leadwood and I caught 2 smallmouth, like 13-inch, nothing crazy. But that water's really good. That current is fucking.
I was fishing down below where they put the kayaks down down the hill. I was down there just a few minutes ago too, and I'm like,
oh, yeah, I think I seen you triple.
Yeah, I ain't doing no good. Was you there when the conservation guys come?
I was there for maybe half an hour. I caught 2 fish. I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I didn't expect to catch shit with how low it was. It was no current.
Yeah, I had just pulled up, and they're like,
conservation. I haven't really seen conservation out here too much.
Well, the one guy got hurt. He got in that dog attack over at Iron Mountain Lake.
No kidding.
So that was Austin, but there's another. I guess
when was that?
Guy. It was back in the spring, so he's pretty much been out all year.
Okay.
So
we've been fishing these spots for, I think this is our 3rd year doing it, and I've come across none. My buddy just pulled up in the blue truck. He's got one guy stopped him at Mounts one time. And I was like, Mounts of all places out of the 3 we fished.
Right.
Like, yeah, when we first started fishing this stretch of river, this wasn't even open. Yeah. This was closed off. They were still doing all the renovations and shit.
Yeah, they're pretty much, well, especially with it's Austin.
Yeah.
He knows my truck. He's like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sure they're fine. You know, just hey, how you doing? Keep fishing license up to date.
Yeah, that's all it is. They didn't.
We come out here, get drunk, get high, and call it good.
Yeah, he come out and he's like, "Well, what are you fishing for? What are you doing?" I showed him. I said, "He's impacting for carp." All right.
What are you trying to fish for here?
Carp.
Have you caught any carp out of here?
No, but I've seen them.
I haven't. We've been on kayaks from Mounts to here, and it's like a 14-mile stretch. We haven't seen shit.
I've seen carp coming out of this creek right here.
Huh. Only thing we've ever caught out of here was gar, smallmouth, and like bluegill and shit like that. We haven't catfished this too much.
Yeah, I haven't ever. I've seen one guy catching catfish. It was up there.
Yeah, the dude said he caught a 20-pounder off that cliff. So,
But I have
that hole's deep enough. I believe it.
I've kept
big ass fish.
I've catfished this thing time after time after time, and I can't find.
Dude, I'm
it.
telling you, if you can get over there, I would do it. There's also a path. So if you go where that sandbar is right there, if you go across right where that point is, that grass point, there's a path back there that leads up to that cliff. Because people jump off that cliff all the time.
Well, I know they do. I've seen them do that.
When that path, it goes like this, and then it goes that way towards the cliff. Well, right in there, that pocket of river is deep as fuck. It's like 10 foot in there as well. So, I mean, you could post up, just wade across the river here, follow that path to that little beach right there. Because you see how it widens out?
Yeah, I see where that beach is.
There's a beach on the other side. You could post up on that beach. It's a 10-foot pool of water. I mean,
Or
you're
maybe
willing to get your feet wet, you'll probably catch a catfish.
It ain't going to hurt me none to get wet.
No, dude, the water, I just walked through that little stretch, and I'm like, damn, I might go swimming before.
Yeah, I was gonna go over there, but I'm like, I got these boots on, I can't.
I'll be all right. They only come up till about right here.
Well, I know, but it'd get my boots inside my boots soaked.
Yeah, you don't want to do it barefoot either. That shit's rough. It's a lot of rocks.
And I almost brought my rubber boots with me, and I didn't do it because I'm like, I just figured I forgot about that water path.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, I've been here where that path is not even a thing. It's just straight land.
Yeah.
This is really low right now. Because a lot of the times the water's coming up over the bridge there. We'll see how the fishing is. I'm gonna go get a little bit more buzz and go back down.
Well, hopefully you do good.
Well, I did good at Leadwood this, half an hour ago, 45 minutes. So
right.
Hopefully it transfers over here.
Hey guys, sorry about that. You need some bigger rods for cat. I'm not catfishing today. I'm carp fishing. But these little rods will have handled about an 8 to 10 pound carp. So I'm sure that'd handle a catfish if I get it. If you get time, check some of my long style stuff out. I will. I'll check them out. I like to. I'm one of those people that actually like to watch a video and not watch the first 2 or 3 minutes of it and click off of it. Because you don't know what's going to happen. And I like to watch it. You were listening to somebody else's date, Mike. You weren't here. Maybe next time. We still got to get together and fish at one point. It was too hot during the summer. It's going to be too cold soon. You're going to be crying because you ain't got your long johns on. $11 awesome people in. Thank you guys. So he says there's catfish in here too. Well, the story of catfish, but it is a river. You would think there's catfish somewhere. I know there's carp in here. I've seen them. Don't know if there's many, but I've seen them. I know there's some big shiners in there, huge. Well, I guess they're not shiners. They're suckers. Like a foot long sucker. To me, that's a big sucker. I know their rods ain't too easy to see. Probably need to get my black ones and use some black ones when I'm daytime fishing, not the white ones. But soon I'll have rods that you'll be able to see no matter what. Fat Cat. What kind of rods do you use, Fat Cat? I think you probably told me before, but I forgot.
You going for catfish or carp?
Carp right now.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. You catch any big ones out of here?
Never caught one out of here.
No,
I've seen them.
I was here like last week. I saw a big old carp down the river. I thought it was a catfish at first, but it was a big old carp. I don't know, over 10 pounds. But.
Yeah, I've seen carp come out of this creek.
Yep.
You know, I guess they're cruising up and down the creek, but there's so much
That creek gets
Over-
deep as fuck, dude. It's
Yeah.
deep as shit. I took a kayak up there probably about, I don't know, a couple football fields, and it was deep the whole time. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Didn't expect that to be
I
honest.
was hoping when they made this a park, they would actually try to take care of some of it.
Is this actually?
Well, yeah,
a state
you would
park
think this
now?
whole bank
Well,
would
it's
be
a
open.
county park.
County park, yeah.
You'd think this whole bank would be
Well,
open.
someone
Yeah.
told me.
Fucking
Someone
over.
told me that used to be filled. I don't know. I haven't been. I was up there actually. It's still a drain. That used to be filled up there. Did you ever fish that?
I've never fished it, but I've heard about the pond being up there.
Yeah, it's not. They drained it, and that's where this creek starts. Right there.
Okay.
So they.
I was wondering where it started.
Somebody told me that was good fishing up there, but
Yeah, I heard they used to catch a bunch of nice bass and stuff
Yeah.
up there, and they went through and trenched it or something.
Yep. oh yeah,
But I was surprised how deep that damn creek got. Like I said, I took a fucking
Yeah,
kayak
it gets
up there.
fairly
Like,
deep
damn,
up in there.
like 10 foot in here. I didn't fucking.
And when the river's, at normal level, it's
Yeah.
still 7 or 8 feet, right?
Oh,
here.
easy.
good enough for some fish. All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
All right, good luck,
You catch
guys.
something big, yell over to us. I want to see it.
Oh, I'm sure you'll hear it if I do.
Yeah.
Good luck, brother.
Thanks, guys. Hey, dude. Good to see you, brother. Glad to see you in. We're trying to catch some carp in a river where I've seen carp, but I've never tried to carp fish it. And apparently nobody else has either. Had to smack that like button. Thumbs up. Thank you there, brother. Appreciate it. These guys over here, they're smallmouth fishing. So let me get back to Fat Cat here. You got the Hellcats, okay. I'm going with the smaller, not so heavy setup, because a lot of my fish I have in my area are channel cats. So I'm gonna go with the Rip and Lips rods, the medium lights. I'm gonna get 2 medium lights and 1 medium and see how I like them. Because if I'm gonna not pay shipping on them, I'm at least gonna get 2 different kinds and see which is the better. I'm really looking for a rod that's got that. I got medium heavy. It doesn't really give me that action that I want for these smaller catfish. But yeah, my rods are medium heavy, and my Bad Cat's rods are medium heavy. And I kind of wanted to go with mediums, but I'm just like, I've never really used a medium style catfish rod. And I do believe, and this is going to be a plus for me, that the medium lights and the medium comes in a 2-piece, which used to be a big deal, but I don't really feel that it is anymore. But I can break it down and put it inside my truck instead of having to leave it bouncing around in the back of my truck. Plus somebody steal it that way, and I think I just like to have the 2-piece. Back in the day, the 2-piece would break right there where you put them together. But rods are made a lot better now. Still got 14 awesome people in. Thank you guys. Hopefully one of them rods bend over. I know you can't see them all that great. I can't see them that good. We can move closer to them though now. Maybe get a little better angle on them. There, we can see them better now. All right. I do have them at an angle just because that's the only way they'd go underground. So that's the way it is. But if a carp gets a hold of it, you ain't going to miss it because that dude's just going to flat out bend over. Medium is good. Ooh. Yeah, I won't be throwing any more than a small chunk of bait on those. Like an inch by inch, maybe inch by 2 inch piece of skipjack with probably an ounce or 2 ounce weight. Because a lot of the places I fish, I don't need that much weight because there's not really any current. So that's kind of why I decided to go that way. But if I get 2 different kinds, I can try them both. And if I decide to order something else and maybe sell the ones I don't like, I think it's pretty fair. I could just buy 2 of each. Then I had to buy 4 reels instead of 3. I'm trying to be budget friendly on buying these new rod and reel combos. Because I mean, I'm already going to be almost $300 in on 3 rods. However, fish mediums won't work. I need to get some medium heavies. I'm assuming. Yeah, I figured that's what you were meaning. Yeah, but you're like on the Rio Grande, right? That's where you fish. That's big water compared to stuff like this. I'm going to keep fishing these rivers. I will catch catfish out here and carp. I'll figure them out. I fished and I've got bites, but I'm sure they were turtle bites probably. And I will still have my medium heavy Berkeley big games, which I totally absolutely love. I know some people say they're junk, but those have been the best rods that I've ever used for catfish. Yep, the Rio Grande. That's what I thought. Someday we'll see you out there fishing again. I know you're pretty busy door dashing and all that good stuff, but we'd like to see you back on the water. At least I would. And once again, before I leave, I'm going to end up having to pick up trash. I stopped after I got done with the live stream earlier. I stopped and picked up all the trash on the bank. I don't know why people just can't pick up their stuff and take it with them. They can bring it down. I guess it's too hard. Come on, Rod. You really need to bend over. They ain't even moved. Really like the Hellcats Revenge. Yeah, those are anything Hellcats expensive, and that's out of my price range. I have to do this budget friendly. So the Rip and Lips rods seem to be pretty decent quality from what I can find. And, you know, they're $60, I think, a piece. So we pair them up with a couple decent reels, some PC Fun reels or something. And I know some people knock PC Funs, but you can also knock Abu Garcia. Like the one that I bought, the handle broke on it. They do not carry the parts for it anymore. So I'll be back fishing soon. Been busy with work. And I took up golfing recently. Well, how's that going? No, I'm not going to do a giveaway. My plan was to go to CatCon and search for deals at CatCon. But CatCon has been canceled for this year, and I've got the money saved up already. So it's basically, I've been using the same gear for the past 5 years, and I think I can treat myself to buying some newer stuff, something that's more visually appealing to you guys, the audience. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I've got my Mad Cats rod, but I don't want to go spend another $100 on just another rod, which I think now they're up to like $120. I paid $89 for mine. Every time I go golf, when I bring my rod, that's it. You know, the golf courses, they got ponds on them. You know, there's fish in it because you can see them. Just break out that Mac. Yeah, Shane got a good hell of a deal. He got lucky. He spent so much money at the Mad Cats booth, and he got entered in for a drawing, and he actually won a Mad Cats rod free of charge. So that was pretty awesome. I'm like, man, you're the luckiest dude ever. Made a video on a creek going through the golf course. You need any golf balls? Rig up something so you can fish for golf balls. Makes the hobby a lot cheaper. And then make a nice little cripper thing you can reach in the water and pull the golf balls out with. I had one. Shane and I started to play with golfing. It didn't last too long, but we were trying. Yeah, golf balls ain't cheap, man. They're expensive. Best to find them at yard sales. Definitely yard sales. We call that scuba diving for golf balls. Shane's got a really nice reel on his Mad Cat's rod. It's one of the Abu Garcia catfish specials. I don't remember which model it is. I sure like using it. Oh, we should go again. I'm going to have a week off in December. Well, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. But you got to let me know ahead of time so I can ask for time off. You know how that goes. Probably here in November, I'm going to have to run down to the camper and winterize the camper, if not beforehand. Between Christmas and New Year, that's good. We can do that. You don't ever come in here, so I never made you a moderator. So there. Flathead walleye trip. That's what happened last time I went, December 27th, 2 years ago, I believe it was. Caught my PB flathead walleye fish, and it was 14 and a half pounds. Snag and sea, no, we don't have salmon. We don't have salmon here. We have trout in the wintertime that our conservation department puts in for us, but we don't have any salmon. But to those people that say flatheads won't bite in the wintertime. If you put your bait in front of them, they're going to bite. And that was a heck of a fight. I thought I had like this huge walleye. Yeah, winter trout are the best. The conservation, our season opens November 1st. So the conservation usually stocks October 30th or October 31st. But you can't harvest until February 1st. So it's all catch and release until then. Yeah, we got spoonbill or spoonbill season. Spoonbill is really good to eat if you ever get the opportunity. Try it. You'll be really pleasantly surprised. I'm actually getting hit on that left rod. I don't know if it's bluegills down there pecking on it or what, but something's fooling with it. We might actually have a carp out there rolling that bait cage around. Yeah, on the Mississippi River, I think there's 2 different snagging seasons. On the Merrimack River, there's a snagging season. And like down at Clearwater Lake where we fish at, the snagging season's like March 14th or something through, I want to say the end of April or May. I don't know for sure. We don't have those in New Mexico. It's kind of weird how, we're all part of the same river systems and stuff in a way, but some places have things that other places don't. Spoonbill snagging. Yeah, spoonbill don't bite. They eat plankton. So the only way to catch them is to snag them. Which basically you guys stand on the shore and they'll cast a snagging weight, which you usually got a big treble hook with the weight attached to it or right above it. And they yank that rod back and yank and yank. And you're constantly yanking that rod as hard as you can and hoping to snag into a spoonbill. Sometimes you'll end up in a carp or a catfish or something, but they're using 40 and 50 pound line. And I think there is a difference between spoonbill and paddlefish. So I think Rustic was talking about that the other day and he was saying what it was. Come on, do something with that. Quit bumping it. Hit it. I'm really looking for that left rod to go down. I mean, it could be bluegill or something pecking on it, but I'm really hoping that's a big old carp. At least catch one. Come on, fishy, fishy, bite on the bait. Come on, fishy, fishy, I sure can't wait. Can you catch catch salmon just like with a rod and reel, or is that a no-no? At least intentionally, because I know salmon are going to bite like any other fish. They don't care if it's in season or not. That's kind of like bass season in some of the rivers around here. You can only keep them at a certain time because that's just how the seasons run. I wouldn't think there was salmon in New Mexico either. I can see trout. Man, I tell you what, guys, I bet if you took some minnows and you floated them right off of that little crossway there, you'd tear up the smallmouth. I bet you'd just absolutely tear them up. Well, whatever's sitting on the left rod quit. So I guess we're not going to catch that fish. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reel these in, rebait them. I'm going to throw them back out. We'll give them a little bit longer. Pull all that bait loose for them little bitty minnows. Get some fresh bait in here. This is kind of going to go against what I think. But I'm going to try to throw this bait a little farther over towards that little spillway kind of area. And see if there ain't some carp over there running around in there. You can see all where I popped that bait off, where all the minnows are coming up to grab it. Now, one of those rods I have a weight on, and the other one I just kind of let free float. I seem to catch more fish on the free floating bait than I do the weighted bait. I don't know if it really makes a difference or not, but I've definitely caught more in the one without a weight holding it down. I think it gives the carp a chance to actually roll that bait cage around and find that bait versus the one that just kind of sits still. And probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm not going to be able to fish here because there's going to be so many leaves jammed up in here that I won't be able to do anything. And And I don't have a whole lot longer anyway because this place does close at sunset. And it's already 6 o'clock, so probably another half hour. I'm gonna have to pack up and head out anyway. So we'll give it to 6:30. And hopefully we'll get something by then. He's got something over here, guys. Shit, I guess he lost it. No, he's got it. Looks like a little smallmouth or something. Sorry for moving around. At least there was action, more than what I've got. So the guy in the purple shirt has got one fish. I've got no fish. Come on, bend that dang rod over. My chat frees up, there's nobody talking. I'd say nobody's just talking. I will tell you guys, it's beautiful. It's a nice night, and I'm so glad to have a day off. Never think working four days doubles out of 5 would kill you. I thought I was going to die. I was physically and mentally exhausted. Here, fishy kitty carp. Heather's not here, so I've heard I'd do it. Guy in the purple got a snag. Don't know if he's going to get it. He might have to go after it. He's got it. So maybe next time we come down here, we'll get some minnows and we'll drift some minnows down off of that. I think that'll be fun. Bet you we tear them up. Oh, my phone won't quit. Turn that stupid thing down. I ain't got to hear it no more. I'm fishing. Don't know if people understand about that. Leave me alone. I'm fishing. Come on, give me a big takedown. I don't really know how much time I should invest in trying to fish these spots. I know there's carp here. I've seen them. But how to get them to bite, I don't know. Really tired of talking to myself. Y'all can talk anytime. Don't be scared. It'll be all right. Now, I don't know what this little target looking thing is. It's on the bottom of my screen now. Hey, I got you guys back. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my chat froze up. I was still on Duke City. So, I wasn't ignoring you. Nice to see you. That's right. Duke City puts $1.99 in for stop texting, we're fishing. Thank you there, brother. Yeah, I think it'd be really good fishing there too. But is the same waterway you were catching those carp? No, I was down on the Black River at Clearwater Lake. So this is actually someplace that's about 10 miles away from my house. I've never really tried to carp fish this. I've tried to catfish it a couple times with no luck. I did carp fish it once, but I was down there and I only had, I think, one rod out. I might have had two. I didn't do any good then either. No, I caught all those carp. Yeah, I slayed the carp that day. I got lucky. I was in at the right spot at the right time, and they were hungry, and it was on. Man, I got tired of talking to myself. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I was on fire that day. I'll probably never have another day like that, but it was awesome. Using the same pack bait I am now. Well, kind of, because we all know I resorted to hamburger buns and hot sauce, and I was still catching carp. I went a day like that. That's a day I won't forget. I'll probably never duplicate it, but I will never forget it. I never caught so many fish like that ever before. I mean, I've caught a bunch of crappie, but I never caught catfish like that or anything else. That was just crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to see it too. I'll probably go back and rename that video. So for those people that do want to go back and watch it, the first hour or so was only had like 3 or 4 carp, but it seemed like after that hour, 15-minute mark, it was just on. And I have a place in Kentucky that I'm going to fish. And it's actually part of Kentucky Lake, but it's kind of like a lake, but it's not, they got a boat ramp and stuff where it's a big little harbor, I guess you could say. I think there'll be some really good carp fishing in there because it's like on the main lake, but it's not on the main lake. So I'm going to do a carp and catfishing video there. Or live stream. Probably do live stream. I know I caught some nice smallmouth and I caught skipjack up there when I was fishing it too. Hey, fishing fool, how you do? How you do? How you do? How you do? Yeah, that day it was on like Donkey Kong. 26 carp in 4 hours. You can't complain about that. But in all fairness, I should have had at least 30 because I lost 5. I could see losing 1. Rustic Outdoors is back in. Thank you for the 100. We still ain't catching no carp. We ain't caught no turtles. We ain't caught no bluegill. But we're fishing. The guy in the purple shirt over there, he's got 1 bass. We're going to pull this left rod up. We'll put a little bit more bait on it. Minnows will go crazy now. Most of the bait was off of that one. All right. Let's create a little feeding frenzy for the minnows. Throw a little bit of this bait right out here. Pretty close to the shore, and minnows will have a ball. You'll see them popping all over the top here in a minute. See all the minnows? They're out there where I threw that a little bit of loose bait that I had in my hand. All right, Duke, take it easy. We'll see you later. Gone Fishing with Stacy. Man, that sounds like a pretty good channel there. I might have to check him out. Yeah, that Gone Fishing with Stacy dude sounds like he's pretty cool. Bet he's got some good release videos too. If you guys haven't, go over and subscribe to Gone Fishing with Stacy. I don't know if any of you guys might know who he is. He's a pretty good dude. All right, these fish got 15 minutes. We'll call it an hour and a half live stream. Then I'm going to get out of here because it'd be working on pretty close to being dark. And I got to go pack up. It's like to go on my trip pack up. And Double Time Scotty's back at it tomorrow. and then we lose. Then we leave on Wednesday after work. So tonight's my only time to get my stuff done. Yeah, gone fishing with Stacy. He's a new guy on the live streams of YouTube and videos and shorts. And this guy's really innovative. He's got new thoughts, new ideas, new fishing spots and techniques. Let's check out the top fans. Duke City's the top. Shane, Rustic, Fat Cat, Bank Fishing Adventures, Fishing Pool, and Fishing the Mid-South. That wraps up our top 7 top fans for today. Oh, the makeup brush. Thanks, man. I've been missing that. Ain't nobody sent me a makeup brush in a while. Hey, Grumpy Bass. How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, I need to go fix my hair for work. It's kind of getting wild. I really figured we'd see a couple bass come up and smack them minnows swimming around. Ah, not doing bad at all. Just hoping to catch a carp. Never caught a carp out of here. Never really tried to fish it for carp. Figure it's worth a try. The second spot on the same river today. Didn't have any luck in the other spot either. But I know they're here. I've seen them. I've seen carp in here. They're big suckers. There's some really big suckers in here. Now you can snag for suckers and there's a season for them, but I don't know when it is. They're really good to eat, but you got to score them. So, and the reason why I threw my lines over there, it's a little shallower, and I'm kind of hoping those catfish are running that, or the carp are running that ledge over there. And they'll find that bait. Yep, they like worms and shrimp. They don't like pack bait. That's what they're supposed to eat. That's in their diet. I just want to see those rods bend a little bit even. Come on, all day out here and nothing. Well, not all day, but long enough. You all know what I mean. But we got 10 awesome people hanging out. Gone fishing with Stacy. He's the man. You got to check him out. Okay, we all know that Stacy's Bank Fishing Adventures. So you really don't have a choice but to go check him out. This man will fish with anything and catch fish on it. All right, fish, you got like 8 minutes to bite. Do something. Because this old guy's getting tired and I got a lot of stuff to do still. I see my line moving, getting excited, and I realize it's the wind. You know, everybody's leaving. I don't blame you. I ain't catching no damn fish. Ain't nobody chatting. I know chat froze up again. You got to have the world's best pack bait. I don't. See, Rustics is the world's best pack bait. He's the king of carp. He's got the best pack bait. You know, I might get some Frank's Red Hot when I go to Kentucky and make a batch of pack bait and do a challenge. Frank's Red Hot pack bait against normal pack bait. That'd be really interesting to see what happens. Well, I had them up that way with the current going down and it didn't do no good. So I figured I'd try over there. I can't go over there and get them where I wanted to be because of that. My boots would be flooded. I wanted to be down there. I really wanted to fish that little creek that's over here that I slid down the hill in the springtime. And I went in the water. That's where I've seen most of them, is over in that creek. But there ain't no way I could lift one up out of there. Oh well, we tried these new spots. So I sure don't want to go back to the river. Yeah, in the springtime, this is a great spot. You can catch crappie, and the smallmouth are pretty good in the springtime here. And like earlier this spring, I started catching rock bass out of here, so I know those are here too. You should show everyone where that was. Where what was, Shane? Where the creek is or was? We could walk over there. We ain't gonna miss nothing here. I'll kind of show you guys the creek. There's my truck. It's really a tackle box. It's not really a truck. So we'll walk over here and I'll show you where the creek is and where I slid down the hill in the springtime and went into the water. It's all grown up right now. So this was a little path that I walked down, and I hit that little drop off right there. It was muddy, and I slipped right down into the water that's way down there. See that water? It's way down there. Don't look like it on the camera. That's where I went. But I've seen a bunch of carp right through this area. But I can't really fish it because I never get the fish up out of the water. But that's it. Went straight down there, and there's a tree at the very bottom, and my legs went right between them. There's a turtle over there. I was trying to get a picture of him, but you probably can't see him. It is carpy. Now I'll probably get over there and my rods are bent over. You know how it is. They want to bite when you ain't paying attention. No, they're still there. I was hoping. And here's my tackle box again. I'm gonna set you guys down. We're gonna open the door. Just because we got nothing else to do and the fish aren't biting. Here's my tackle bag. That is just, yeah, that's loaded full of tackle. That's just under one seat. Yeah, it's like 6 or 8 foot deep right there. My rod still ain't doing nothing, so don't worry about it. Then we'll go to the other side of the tackle truck. You guys are going to be a little bit of angle right now. Then, of course, we have tackle all over the seat. Jig heads I make. Weight scale, it's in my truck, which, you know, everything's in my truck. Doors stay open. The door's not staying open. But anyway, that's underneath the other seat, and that's all loaded full of tackle stuff. And my doors are jam-packed full of tackle stuff. That's why I call it the tackle truck. The rod still ain't doing nothing. I kind of thought and hoped if I did something else, the rod would bend over. It did not work, folks. But we gave it a shot. All right, we're back to the fishing poles. So anyway, that's the tackle truck. It's always got tackle. There's anywhere from deep divers to topwater poppers. Battle traps are in there. Hooks, weights, catfish weights, jigs, you name it, it's in that truck. Yeah, Shane, it's like 6 or 8 foot deep right there. And it was up when I went down there. So it was probably really about 10 or 12 foot. If I couldn't have got back up the hill, if them guys didn't help me, I was going to swim around it. I wouldn't have had a choice but to swim. Then I walked right out here and jumped in the water. So I'm like, I'm soaked already. You might as well just do it for the fun of this live stream. All right, guys. It's been an hour and a half. We've got no fish, not really any bites. And I got to go get packed up. So I think what we're going to do is call it an end to the live stream. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me. I wish you'd have caught a fish, but we did try new spots. And you don't know what's going to happen unless you try something new. So thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a great time out on your next fun fishing adventure. Have a great evening, everybody. Look for us this upcoming week. Like Thursday, we'll probably see you live. Okay, I'll give you a call. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching your fun fishing adventures.